finally I've managed to clear all the stuff and my desk looks awesome now. So just to give you a rough idea of how much actually we got during our first week. So this is they actually use quite thick paper, so it's only like 27 pages, but it feels so thick. So that we haven't yet used. Those will be notes for hardware practicals that happen only once a fortnight. That is everything to do, that's not here, with digital electronics. So we have part 1, which is really thick, part 2, and part 3. And again for hardware labs. We have foundation. That's the thickest it could ever get. I don't know how much. 141 pages. But during our first lecture we've only covered 19 pages. And for the first supervision we need 58 pages. That is math, not a thick one actually, a really small one, only 53. We've started with vectors, really easy. What I don't really like is that everything is kind of filled in. It's nicer to actually do some stuff during the lecture rather than just highlight it the way I do. They also gave example sheet. Let's see what else. Actual exam papers already, because we can manage it. And that's the thickest thing ever. That's the physics bit, even though those look like physics as well. The part that's for me is like this, only like 12 pages are for me. Then we have scientific computing, which is actually, it shouldn't be here, it's like a separate thing. So it's a part of math course, but it looks as if it's computer stuff. So yeah, it's all about MATLAB. And finally, in computer science, we have discrete math. So it all kind of overlaps. Dynamics, some problem sheets. They actually even use the OCR questions that we did for A-levels, which is funny. The handout, only 40 pages. So far, I like how they made it like this, so we can have some notes here, but so far there was nothing to annotate. But they do leave out the important bits so that we can fill them in. That's nice. We haven't even started doing any supervisions. Just to give you a rough idea of what's happening with supervision work so far, the first week we had absolutely none, and next week I'll have 4. 1 for physics, 1 for math, 1 for digital electronics, and hopefully another one for foundations of computer science, but not so sure about that. So let's see. First of all, it's dynamics. It is basically just questions 1 to 6, a lot about combining arrows, calculating arrows, calculating mean and standard deviation, and here we used a method of exact fractions, which I've never heard about before. So this is how long it took. So this is question 1, 2, 3, done. OCR physics question, which was fun. Then 4, 5, and 6. So, as you can see, not much actually. Math, we have some vectors. So at first it's addition, scalar product, and then other 7 simple questions. We have not yet moved to part C. That's a lot of stuff about vectors. Seriously, if you are thinking of taking FP3 module, do it. It will help you a lot. So that's how much? 1 page, 2 pages from both sides, and that's done. Moving on. Digital electronics really difficult but fun to do because of all the logic gates, of all the simplification. At least it's not like writing out stuff, it's just drawing, a lot of drawing. Yep, that was it. The funny thing is, I have to put this in a pigeonhole. This I have to give to porters, that will give it to supervisor. And this I have to scan and send a PDF to email of the supervisor. So there is no one way of doing stuff. It's 3 o'clock, time for library induction, and unfortunately it is not allowed to film in there.